Hello and welcome to Galaxy News. My name is Nenwarangi Masaka. I will begin with the headlines. President Tinubu says Africa has both the expertise and resources to grow, but said such development may not materialize until leaders look inward. The Senate Committee on Environment expresses dissatisfaction over the inadequate allocation of funds to the Ministry of Environment in the 2024 budget. On the foreign scene, a home in Altadena reduces to its chimney after being destroyed by the devastating wildfire in Los Angeles. Details of these and more will come to you shortly. Please stay with us. And now the news in full. President Tinubu says Africa can develop itself. The president made the assertion during an interaction with Rwandan President Paul Kagame on the sidelines of the ongoing 2025 edition of Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week holding in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. President Tinubu explained that Africa has both the expertise and resources to grow, but said such development may not materialize until leaders look inward and improve trade and collaboration to benefit the African people and the continent itself. He said there is no need to waste more time, as it should be burning in the minds of the African leaders to liberate and continue to make it attractive for more foreign investment, assuring that his leadership as ECOWAS chairman will do its best. The president called on all the African leaders to join hands, eschew ethnic differences to achieve the desired development for the African people. The Senate Committee on Environment has expressed strong dissatisfaction over the inadequate allocation of funds to the Ministry of Environment in the 2024 budget. Speaking after an interactive session, the committee chairman, Senator Ned Nwoko, described the situation as inhumane, highlighting the plight of over 5,000 Nigerians who have not received their salaries due to funding shortfalls.
In course of the budget presentation by the Ministry of Environment and the agencies, something that every Nigerian should know and must talk about is the fact that an agency in the ministry has not been funded since last year, and we're going to another year here, and this is an agency that has over 5,000 workers.
Correspondent Kulojo reports that during the session, the Registrar of the Environmental Health Council of Nigeria, Dr. Yakubu Mohammed Baba, disclosed that the agency's staffs have been without salary since January 1st, 2024.
We are here, sir, on the passionate and appealing move, because our staff have not gotten salary for 13 months as we speak today, and it's very disheartening. Our staff strength is about 750, and we have offices in almost all the states in the nation, with 6 geopolitical zones offices as well.
ECON and 13 other professional bodies were initially excluded from budgetary allocations, while the other 13 have been reinstated. ECON remains absent from the budgets. In response to the concerns, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Environment, Mahmood Adam Kambari, who represented the Minister of Environment, Honorable Balarabe Lawal, assured that the issue is being addressed. Kambari revealed that the matter has already been escalated to both the President and the National Assembly for immediate resolution.
We are here for budget events, as you know, and we are very grateful for the attention given to us. And as the distinguished said, a lot of issues that may be there will be taken care of by the grace of God. especially the issue that he talked about, ERICOM. I know that Mr. President is also seriously working on that, and by the cooperation of the executive and the National Assembly, this problem will be a thing of the past by the grace of God.
The National Association of Nigerian Students Southwest Zone has raised alarm on the constant increase of transportation fares in the country despite reduction in the price of premium motor spirit. The zonal coordinator of NANS in the Southwest, Taiwo Oliwa, stated this while addressing journalists in Ado-Ekiti. He said the selfish transporters are profiting from the reduction in price of PMS at the detriment of the masses. He also commended President Bola Tinubu for embarking on economic reforms, therefore called on the federal government to set up a price control board to regulate the price of commodities in the country.
Concerned that despite the reduction in fuel price, transport fares across the country remain unreasonably high. This continues to place unnecessary strain on the pocket of the common man, especially students and working class Nigerians. However, while we welcome the reduction in fuel price, we are concerned that the benefits of the reduction have not yet been fully reflected.
Now joining us to talk on a potential increase of PMS in Nigeria, we have Dr. Ogunshola Akintunde, who is an economist. Thank you so much for joining us at this time.
Thank you very much. The pleasure.
All right, so quickly, the recent increase of crude oil prices included Nigeria's Bonny Light to $80 per barrel this week from $73 per barrel last week, seems to be causing fear for another increase in PMS pump price. How do you see this development?
Yeah, the development is actually what will cause fear, but I think it's nothing to really have so much fear about because the increment is just a little increase. The price of the Brent crude is moving from $75 per barrel to about $80 or $81 per barrel, which is just about just 5% increase in the price of the crude oil. And we know that crude oil is what is used to produce petrol. So that's what is causing the fear. But even if there will be any increase, it shouldn't be so much. We're already seeing some signals that some depots are planning to increase the fuel price, but it won't be something that we can't bear from what we've been bearing so far.
All right, so increasing crude oil price would mean more revenue for the federal government. What do you think the federal government could do to cushion the effect of this potential price increase on citizens?
We all know that the federal government have deregulated the downstream sector of the petroleum. The NNPC, Port Harcourt refinery and Warri refinery is now producing alongside the Dangote refinery. So it's fully deregulated. So I think we should just bear whatever consequences that we are facing. It won't be so much from what we have been bearing so far. Just like the video that was played, they said there was a price reduction, but they are not feeling the impact of that reduction because the reduction is not that significant. The reduction is just to a tune of about 100 naira or thereabouts reduction. So that reduction, we can't really feel that compared to the other inflation that is also, battling with our economy. So I don't think there's need for panic. It won't be as bad as 1,200. If there will be a little increase, it's just going to be a little as a result of that. Let us just see how the deregulation goes.
All right, so from your wealth of experience as an economist, what would be your advice to the government on reducing burdens on citizens when it comes to the economy?
Yeah, government should actually provide an enabling environment, and I think government is doing that. Government, like the president, our president doesn't believe in price control. He said that in the presidential media chat, that he doesn't believe in price control. So what he believes is that let the supply be available. As long as supply is available, the price, will actually go down because the demand will also drop because of availability. So, and I believe that is what economists like us actually believe in, that let the forces of demand and supply determine the price instead of pegging the price. And government is now, we are going back to the subsidy. So once government makes sure that the product is available, we'll see a lot of, a lot of control also in the price. People will have option, like MRS that signed an agreement with Dangote Refinery. They are selling at 923, others are selling 960. So people can have a choice, an alternative to where they can buy fuel.
So much for your time. Thank you so much for being part of the news.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes. All right. And this is Dr. Ogunshola Akintunde, an economist. And now we carry the rest of the stories. The All Progressive Congress in Ondo State has expressed confidence in repeating the victory it recorded in the last November 16 governorship election and Saturday's local government election. The state publicity secretary of the party, Alex Kalijaye, gave the assurance while addressing journalists at the party's secretariat. Kalijaye said with the level of performance of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa-led administration, the people of the state would vote for APC on Saturday, January 18, 2025, during the local government poll. He said APC has met all the conditions ruled out by Ondo State Independent Electoral Commission and all their candidates across the 18 local government areas are sellable. According to the Ondo State Independent Electoral Commission, 13 political parties will participate in Saturday's local government election.
Where everybody should campaign and canvass for votes. At the end of the day, it is the people of Ondo State that we decide who should be their councillor, who should be their council chairman. Ours is to do our own job as organized political parties, set up structures at the ward, at the local government level, we coordinate at the state to ensure that we come out victorious. That is our preoccupation.
You're still on to Galaxy News. We'll quickly take a break, and when we return, the news continues. You'll stay with us. We're glad to have you back. Now, for more updates and latest news, please visit our website www.galaxytvonline.com. Connect to us on our X handle at Galaxy TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Galaxy TV News. You can follow and interact with us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Galaxy TV. Remember to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at Galaxy TV. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live update and comment, as you can easily scan our IG QR code. The Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has unveiled Franco-Malian Eric Sekou-Chelle as the new and 37th head coach of the Nigeria senior national football team, the Super Eagles. He was presented to journalists at a press conference held at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. Chairman of the National Sport Commission, Shehu Diko, President of the NFF, Ibrahim Musa Gusau, Technical Committee, members of the NFF, led by the Technical Director, Augustine Egwevon, and several chairmen of state FAS participated in the occasion. The NFF president, in his welcome remarks, said that some level of ignorance followed the barrage of criticism, describing the response as an indication of strong interest from Nigerians in sport, particularly football. NSC Chairman Shehu Diko, in his remarks, explained that Eric Chelle is the best choice for the Super Eagles at the moment, thus neutralizing the belief that it was a bad decision for the Super Eagles.
We want somebody that understands the mentality of African football. And Eric is here, and by the grace of God, he is going to give us the results. So everything I want from all of us, football stakeholders in Nigeria, let us rally around Eric and give him all the support he needed. I know we at Nigeria Football Federation, as well as the Sports Commission, we are ready to give him all that he required and needed for him to execute his job diligently without any hitches. And I know we are going to get the result.
The General Secretary, Nigerian Union of Pensioners, Comrade Akhtar Zal, has called on all pensioners in the country to unite for a common cause because an injury to one is an injury to all. Comrade Zal made this known in Kaduna during a meeting of all leaders of Nigerian Union of Pensioners from the 19 northern states and the FCT. He emphasized that even though some northern states have given pensioners priority, others are yet to give retirees their full entitlement and benefit. Also speaking, the Kano State Chairman NUP Comrade Salisu Ahmed said the essence of the gathering is to get necessary information on progress so far as regards the benefit of retirees in the northern region and to chart a way forward.
The key resolution is for us to renew our effort of unity. We want to be a commendable force in NUP in Nigeria. We want each zone, like I mentioned, the zone north to west, northeast, north central.
Categorically, appealing to all our members to understand that the leadership of the Nigerian Union of Pensioners at a national and at a state level, we are partners in progress. Whether they are aware or they are not aware, we are always trying to protect their interests. That is our primary objective we have been elected as a leaders. You know, to become a unionist, you have to exercise patience.
So all those have retired from 1st January 2017, they are under contributory. And if you could remember, during that time, during the time of Malam Nasser El-Rufai, a lot of people have lost their jobs between 2017 to date. And some they have retired and some they lost their own jobs. So a lot of those people, honestly, they are still hanging. They are not being placed on pension and they are not given their own timely benefit, which we have all make an appeal. We have written several letters during Malam Nasser El-Rufai, asking him to please consider these people because they have lost their own jobs, they don't have anything to do, they are not placed on salaries and they are not receiving pension, so it's unfair to them.
The Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) and the Federal Consumer Competitive and Protection Commission (FCCPC) have signed a memorandum of understanding aimed to avoid regulatory uncertainty and create clarity for the benefit of all stakeholders in the communications sector. These, they say, is in furtherance of their joint responsibility to ensure the realization of the federal government's ease of doing business objectives. The Momentum event was held at the FCCPC headquarters in Abuja on Tuesday. In his remarks, Executive Vice Chairman of FCCPC, Tunji Bello, said the signing of the MOU symbolizes the convergence of two diligent government agencies in compliance with legal requirements to eliminate regulatory gaps in the telecoms industry.
This highlights the importance of Section 105 of the FCCPC Act 2018, which explicitly provides for cooperation and collaboration between the FCCPC and other sector regulators. This synergy is critical to ensure comprehensive oversight and consumer protection without regulatory conflicts or duplications. By this, we are also making life easier for for the generality of Nigerian consumers in dealing with two government agencies on the same issue and at the same time. The signing of this MOU today symbolizes the convergence of two diligent government agencies in compliance with legal requirements to eliminate regulatory gaps in the telecom industry.
On his part, the Executive Vice Chairman of NCC, Aminu Maida, emphasized that the MOU serves as the beginning of a strategic partnership between the two critical regulatory institutions, each committed to advancing the welfare of the Nigerian people through fair competition and robust consumer protection frameworks. He highlighted that in an era of rapid technological advancement, the significance of collaboration between regulatory bodies cannot be overstated, adding that the telecommunications sector in particular has become the cornerstone of Nigeria's economic and social development.
Today we celebrate the beginning of a strategic partnership between two critical regulatory agencies, each committed to advancing the welfare of the Nigerian people through fair competition and robust consumer protection frameworks. This MOU is a testament to our shared vision of fostering a transparent, competitive, and consumer-focused telecommunications industry. By aligning our efforts, the NCC and FCCPC aim to avoid regulatory uncertainty and create clarity for the benefit of all stakeholders in the communications sector and in furtherance of their joint responsibility.
And now move over to the foreign desk for more news.
This is news from the international scene. A home in Altadena is reduced to its chimney after being destroyed by the Eaton fire. Michael Stalker and his family have just survived a devastating wildfire. Now they have to face a daunting new challenge that he had hoped to never experience again, the Los Angeles housing market. After losing the Altadena home that he owed in Eaton fire, he was scoring for a new place to rent and having little luck. What's available is not nice at all, and the rents have gone up a lot, Stoke told newsmen. I told my teenage daughter we had to accept we would live somewhere not very nice. The Los Angeles area already has one of the most expensive real estate markets in the country, and with thousands now displaced by the Palisades in 18 fires, Angelanos are anxious that the sudden surge in demand could make rents and home prices soar even higher. California has an anti-price gouging law that prevents landlords from raising rent more than 10% after the government declares an emergency. It applies to both existing and tenants in new leases. Many Los Angeles County buildings are also covered by rent stabilization laws which prevent landlords from raising the rent for existing tenants above a certain percentage, even in normal circumstances. It is illegal, you cannot do it, California Attorney General Rob Bonta said at a press conference. It is a crime punishable by up to a year in jail and fines. Not everyone was certain that the law would be completely enforceable, however. We are aware of that, but my question is, how is that being regulated and who is monitoring that? Said Jessica Heredia, a realtor based in high-end Brentwood neighborhood for the last 20 years.
And that's all we have on Galaxy News. Thank you so much for being a part of the news. My name is Nenwar Gimazaka. Do well to join us by 9 p.m. for more news. As for now, goodbye.